What's up, everybody? Welcome back to CMS2021, and today we're going to be building a daily for my daily. Like in the very beginning when I started this game, my daily was the 7,900 horsepower Nissan GTR, which, as you can imagine, is not a very practical car. It gets 0 miles to the gallon. Well, not really, maybe 1 mile to the gallon. It has a 5-liter supercharged V8 making 7,900 horsepower. It burns through oil, it burns through the coolant, and we also need a ton of brake fluid to stop it if it gets too fast. Now, this thing did run a 13-second mile at 430 miles an hour, so it is very fast. So it eats gas, it eats the coolant, it eats oil. Power steering is also... It needs also power steering because it needs a strong, beefy steering to be able to control the car at high speeds. Brakes also, we got high performance brakes on this thing, so it eats brake fluid. So I had to retire it. It does have like somewhat of a back seat for you to store your groceries, just in case the trunk isn't enough. Although this trunk is pretty deep and it goes pretty far back. So. But as a daily grocery getter, I don't think it's suitable. So, I managed to upgrade recently to this Lamborghini. Now, it has 750 horsepower, so 10 times less horsepower. It's still all-wheel drive, so it's definitely more fuel efficient than that GTR over there. It does have a 5.2-liter V10 making 750. But, as you guys can see, if I guess... get you guys to see it. There's not really anything in the back. Like, this is all you get. This space is all you get. There's nothing really in the back. And there's not really a back seat. Let me see if I can get it. Like, yeah, you don't have much. If you guys can see, like, there's the little barrier. Maybe you can stuff, like, 4 bags maybe back here, but that's pretty much it. Along with, like, 2 or 3 more bags in the front. So if you're doing like a massive Costco haul, it is not a good car to have. Now, can I tune it for more power? Yes, it's very tunable with a lot of power. But unfortunately, I think we're going to have to retire this daily. It's not going to leave here. We're just going to have another daily right here. And also, I usually have my first daily. This is my first performance car. So I usually keep this around. But I might just move my daily to the parking garage where it's probably going to sit. I'm going to probably take it out on date nights, although I don't have a girlfriend. But I'm looking for something a little bit more subtle. But has a big trunk, has a back seat. Maybe you can put people there or cargo. Like, one of those. So, like, maybe SUV. Maybe, like, a really big sedan or something like that. The ones that don't make too much power, you know. So, I'm going to go to the auction or the junkyard and see if any one of those cars tickles my fancy. I'll be right back. So, I just spent 2 hours at the junkyard and the auctions figuring out which cars to buy. And I've narrowed it down to these 2 vehicles. An Aston Martin DBX, and a Chevy Camaro ZL1, because it's got the V8 in it. That actually looks very fresh. Look at that. Obviously, we're going to be swapping to a supercharged V8 if I chose this as my daily. I've got both these cars from the auction, and they were both 2 stars. But the thing with the Camaro is that you can tune it for a lot of power quite easily. It blends with traffic easier than this, although I don't really know how easy of blending it will be when you have a loud-ass exhaust on the back of it. The downside is that it's rear-wheel drive, so maybe not as reliable. I guess if it's rear-wheel drive, you can't go up you can't go up really steep slopes or ones that are covered in snow. And it's a sedan. I think it's a coupe. There is a back seat though, so. And the trunk, I don't know. The trunk looks pretty dang shallow. I think it just ends like right here. But then there's like a decent room in the back seat. So there's that one option. I mean, both these cars are in pretty decent condition. There's that. Like the DBX suspension also looks pretty good. The engine looks very complete here. Everything looks really nice. It is missing the bumper and the hood. It is missing a window here. But other than that, it looks very complete. You got a big trunk here. Oh, we don't have any seats in the back. We even have a back seat so we can haul people around and everything. But, I mean, then again, and it's also all-wheel drive, so there's a plus for that. But then again, how many times have you seen a DBX just rolling down the street? Probably a lot less than the Camaro. But, it's got tons of room. It's got a backseat so you can put all your friends there if you have any. So yeah, I don't know which car to choose. I mean, the DBX looks like it's in a slightly better condition than this Camaro. But if you want to have some fun and be a car guy, the Camaro is the car for you. But I don't know. I've already built the GTR. I built the Huracan. That's now only for date nights. And I don't have one. But, yeah. Honestly, guys, see you later. I'm building a DBX. I'd rather have a bunch of room in here than being unable to blend in. I'd rather be like that, so I'm going to remove all of the pieces that are still on the car. You still have fenders, like everything looks pretty intact here. They are missing the seats, but they left the steering wheel, so I don't know why they did that, but hey ho, we even have a little divider up here, so let's go with that. Oh, I think we got taillights here too. Why are the taillights so tiny on these cars, bro? Like, they are so fucking tiny. Bodywork station. And then we need to go to the interior shop and DBX. There's 5 seats in here, so I think we can definitely get some good stuff rolling in here. I definitely think a black exterior with the red interior would look really, really, really nice. I don't know why the front bumper's not showing up, but okay, I'll put that up. And now it shows up. There you go, front bumper. Good. No, I don't want that. This one. The good fender. Stop switching to the bad one. You know what? I'm going to just sell all the parts that are not up to par. Fuck you. So now you cannot fuck me over. Oh, right side here. We got the fender here too. Perfect. Now let's get this thing to the car wash and give it a little bit of a wash. It's sitting in the auction for so long, it's starting to rust out. Oh, it's a solid build, but was that gold? Did the previous owner plate this thing gold? I just found the golden DBX. Ha ha ha! Ha ha! Found a golden DBX! Oh my god, let's restore this thing back to its original beauty, bro. It was the golden DBX, dude. It was a golden DBX. And a golden DBX cannot go around without getting a special layer of tint. A special layer of tint. Oh, let's make that fucking chrome. We got a full gold freaking DBX. Either that or the blue. I feel like if you want to at least blend in a little bit, you go with this paint. It's like normal, it's like a blue color, and it's not going to draw too much attention other than the fact that it has limo tint all the way around. But that's okay. No biggie. We don't need that. Actually, what that over here? Garage. And let's see if there's let's see if there's any oil in the engine first. Let's pour in some oil. We are gonna have to tune this engine for power, though. We want it to be slightly different than everyone else. Oh my god, it looks so good. Oh, you know what would be really cool? I think the blue doesn't look too well on the car. What if we make it chrome black? We make it completely blacked out. We black this fucker out. Is it chrome or is it? No, I want it chrome, dumbass. Yeah. We're gonna take the engine. Actually, let's go ahead and run a dyno test. If you've seen the last video, a mishap has happened on the dyno where the Lamborghini engine exploded mid-run. I hope it doesn't explode now. Hopefully. But let's go with the dyno test. Alright, so make 465 pounds. The engine didn't explode on the dyno, but I pulled it out of the dyno, came over here trying to read the engine codes, and it doesn't start no more. Here, I'm gonna let you guys have a listen. So what this tells me is that the engine didn't lock up, but something else exploded in the engine. It didn't lock, so it didn't hydrolock or didn't over torque and lock up, because the engine is still cranking, which means that the crankshaft pulley is still free to rotate, but the engine doesn't start it. It doesn't want to start. And there's nothing visibly apparent that's wrong under the hood here. Like the engine still has all of its ignition coils and everything. So I don't really know what went wrong. Did we blow out the oil pan? No, the oil pan still has some decent amount of oil in it. I don't think it's that. But maybe we'll yank out the engine and maybe we'll see a closer look at it. Hopefully I didn't blow anything too important. Yeah, I'll be right back. So I think I found why the car doesn't want to start. The fuel pump exploded. I had to replace both the fuel tank and the fuel pump because it shot shrapnel through the fuel tank and caused it to leak. So I had to replace both of them. Luckily, there was a junkyard fuel tank that I put in. It worked fine. So yeah, I guess make sure all system components are strong enough to be run on the dyno before you run the dyno, because the Lamborghini blew up its motor and the DBX blew up its fuel system. Well, the fuel pump and the fuel tank. So yeah, quick note. But yeah, we have managed. So I actually had to remove the engine before I went to check on the fuel tank, and it was leaking pretty bad. So I didn't really need to take out the engine, but it's a good chance for us to rebuild the engine for more power. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that real quick. I'll be right back. So I got the new engine installed, put everything together. If I did everything right, this thing should boot up and start. That's gotta be one of the best sounding dailies ever out there, dude. That sounds amazing. Wow. Holy shit. And this thing's bound to be packing 1200 horsepower. Let's go to the dyno and make sure. We got an ECU, so we can actually tune up the ECU as well. Oh, it already has everything in there for me. Oh, wow. We're gonna go with this ECU tune. Wait, did it? Nope, it didn't apply. Okay. Apply, bitch, apply. Now let's run the dyno test. Well, I think this thing overachieved. I was expecting 1200. It gave me 1334. When you daily drive a 1300 horsepower soccer mom car. What? This is a 1300 horsepower grocery getter. What the? Oh, this is stupid. Oh, this is too stupid. It's literally running sport tire. It's still got the stock rims on it. Oh man, I mean, I actually dig the stock rims. The stock rims actually don't look that bad, to be honest with you. Like, they look that bad. They've got a full-blown engine over here, red intake, red everything. So, let's take this thing to the racetrack, and I think this should do pretty damn well. So we're here at the racetrack. As always, I'm gonna shut up, do the race, and then tell you what I think about my new Dave. Let's go. this thing did pretty well considering it's a mom SUV, but its launch is just terrible. I think I put a way too aggressive transmission gear ratio inside of it. So before we go to the drag strip, I'm going to go ahead and retune the transmission, and then we'll take it to the drag strip. I'll be right back. So we're here at the drag strip. So the original transmission tune was set to 1.53, which is very, very aggressive. So retuned it, and now it's sitting at a 2.5, which is a little less aggressive. But it is still decently aggressive. As always, I'll do the mile, shut up, and then recap on it. Do the quarter, shut up, and then recap about that, and then maybe close out the video for my new daily. I think this is a pretty good daily so far, if I don't say so myself. But anyways, let's get on with the mile drag. Well, I wasn't paying attention, so I didn't know the race started, and I hit the gas and I didn't hold the brake. So there's that. That was fun, but the thing launches really well now. I cannot believe it. But let's go to the quarter mile and see how it does there. Really damn way. Well, anyways, guys, thank you guys for watching this video. If you guys enjoyed these kind of videos, please click down below. And tell me in the comments below, what other car do you want me to fix up next? I think this DBX works perfectly as my daily driver. Well, see you guys later.